websites I was going to, browser crashed and then the whole computer crashed, so it got a reboot. Didn't lose anything. I've got a couple of extra hours of work to do now to get the video up onto YouTube later, just because XSplit did not close properly when computer crashed. Really annoying. Anyways, so
quick sound check. Check 1 2 3.
No, we're good on it. It's just the same thing.
It's good. Okay.
Same thing as before. Okay, so the Skura that you intimidated kind of fall in behind. They are keeping a good distance from Max and Ptolemy and Alkur, who have stopped. Who have stopped to kind of listen to the music, the strange tones. What are Darian, Shadow, Oscar doing? Are you stopping, or are you going directly into the tent? I'm going to make a little line representing
we're going to stop, I think. It's not... Hey, that's weird. Let's go directly in. No.
Okay, so you cluster for a moment, you exchange looks. It appears like some sort of ritual is going on in there.
I think we look back at Darian and... sorry, I don't know why. Ptolemy and Alkur, like...
What's going on?
Do you have any sense if it was a good or evil ritual? Or you just did some fucking ritual?
There's some sort of ritual. It has to do with they're trying to contact somebody. It sounds like a witch or hag ritual. A coven. A coven is a good word.
They probably should stop. There's definitely we're gonna shake them down on the ritual. Yeah, you could probably you can start over again.
Say no more. Shake. So can you do in this system non-lethal if you take a penalty to hit?
Let me check. I believe the answer is yes. I believe it's a -2, but yeah.
It seems like all the penalties are halved, right?
Yeah. All the penalties and bonuses basically are halved. Feels like.
I believe it's called non-lethal and not subdual. Non-lethal attack, 453. Also, you have a punch, and your punch is non-lethal.
Yeah, well, there's...
Unless your name is Crusher.
Then you get both. There we go. -2 circumstance penalty on the attack roll. For non-lethal attack, use a weapon that doesn't have a non-lethal trait. You can also take this penalty to make a lethal attack using a non-lethal weapon. When you hit people with a non-lethal attack, you knock them out instead of killing them. So yes, -2.
Okay, am I queuing up an initiative sheet? Is that what's?
Yep.
Well, I don't know. We might open with the Darian. Stop it.
Knock it off.
If Darian's superpower works.
Things stop fights.
If a tongue, we're gonna open with a tongue lashing, not like a punch in the kidney. So
That's how we should open up everything. Stop it. Oh, fuck.
no.
Just a campaign of a paladin censuring people.
Darren's gonna retire and he's just gonna be like sheriff of some town. He's never gonna join us. So he's gonna be like, stop it. Sorry. Go to jail. Okay.
Just the way it should be. The respect for the law. Okay, we'll call one of them just Coven because it's Are they witches? Are they hags? Are they both? Don't know. And the other one we're gonna call the Squid Woman, Squid Lady.
Ilathena.
Ilathena, I like it. Yoink. and we will convert that creature on the fly.
Don't you go with me, bro.
Would be 14, 16, 18. Okay. Random numbers are copied and pasted into the sheet. All right. You can hear their song continuing. It's catchy in a weird way, but also ooky sounding. Oscar, you're the first to react. You see Darian like moving to pull out his sword.
Oscar's gonna go and open the door for him.
Okay, you pull back the flap of the tent, and you can see that these three ladies are dancing around a big prayer wheel that has been kind of propped up on a diagonal, and you can see the old woman hanging from it. It looks like she's tied to the prayer wheel with barbed wire and is bleeding slightly. There is a creature that is facing backwards to the lady and has all of her tentacle-like hair kind of swarthing around the old lady's head as they're chanting.
Oh, it's Ptolemy's.
All right, leave the old lady alone.
There's a bunch of mist along the ground and kind of like dry ice mist almost.
Stop doing the creepy ritual.
All right, Oscar, make an intimidate check.
All right.
Who are you intimidating? Because I don't think you intimidate the room.
Nope. I am intimidating the close one.
Okay, the closest one to you.
Yep. I'm checking to see if I got a superpower too.
All right, everyone calm down.
Everyone just stop it. 31.
Nice.
Ah.
She hisses and turns around.
Immediately turns one step towards hostile towards me. Shit.
I think this use of intimidate requires a minute of talking, so she does.
I think she's like the
Demoralized?
Like, frightened one or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, demoralized. Yeah.
The DC of this was 24, so not critically. So she's frightened 1. You expected a woman
You're not
to.
stopping.
You expected a woman to say something. She does wheel around and stop dancing, but she jumps back and is surprised. Alkur the Black. Who do you think they were trying to contact?
I didn't quite make it out. It sounded like a peg of some sort.
Do you think it's her? Ptolemy's pointing at the top of his head.
Could be.
Maybe we should let them complete it. We could ask some very hard questions.
They might simply destroy the diviner that we might need.
Or sing her a song. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my
Hello,
ragtime
guy. Show me the kiss I'm wild. Either just being two chuckleheads in the back.
Right.
What was the
Actually,
next
like-
one?
I don't know. What is the wire about? Shadow, what are you doing?
My turn?
Yep.
If you refuse me, honey, you lose me.
And then
Am I
you'll be
doing
left
this?
alone.
Shadow pulls out arrows like, why are you doing this?
I wouldn't unless you have to.
Now, can I do non-lethal with arrows?
No.
I'm going to hit them with the curved... Alright.
You fired the arrow backwards. Oh, I got no
I
bowstring.
believe blunt arrows are a thing in this. I don't know
They're
if you have any.
blunt arrows.
Yeah, we just finished a multi-month downtime.
No.
Where there was a specific question of, is there anything you fucking want?
No. When is Shadow ever going to be forgiving?
No.
So what about...
Okay, so
What
Shadow,
about- yeah.
so Oscar pulling back the flap of the tent, you can see one of the ladies still dancing.
Stop it! Stop the creepy ritual.
Oh. Did I walk in and start calling people? But non-lethally?
Yes.
Oh.
So you have two options. You could just unarmed strike them.
I'm
which
gonna
is
wait. I'm
automatically
gonna wait till
non-lethal.
Darian. I'm gonna delay
Okay,
till
so you're
Darian
delaring.
goes.
The coven
Delirium.
notices that something's going on, and they're going to cast a spell on Oscar.
I said stop it. It's not working. No.
Stupid Noel! Go away! We suggest that you go away! Go away!
Give me a will save as they are suggesting that you go away.
That is a relatively reasonable suggestion, I might say.
Yep. The DC of their suggestion would be 10 plus proficiency plus their level plus their
Relevant modifier.
relevant modifier. 22.
Alright, make it 30.
Okay.
Somebody's phone is off the hook.
I haven't heard that in such a long time.
Somebody has a landline.
Yeah. I've got a landline. It's stupid. Okay. Let me just check to see if there's any secondary effect from suggestion.
Yeah, I'm looking up suggestion right now just to see, because I think there's a... I think you're supposed to crit succeed against it. Like you slow one or something. The target is unaffected and thinks that you're talking to them normally. He doesn't know that they cast a spell. I don't want to go away.
Okay.
No,
alright.
that's not how this works. You stop. Oscar basically thinks that Darian casts like mass suggestion. He's just trying to do it too.
This Noel has a strong mind. Perhaps he could be our friend.
Give us another will save.
This one seems less reasonable.
DC 20.
26.
Okay, success. The target is unaffected but thinks your spell was something harmless instead of a charm. Unless it uses identified magic. So again, they're just chatting with you.
We can be friends, but you gotta stop doing the thing. Stop the dancing. Or keep the dancing, but the chanting. No more picking. This is like the ultimate enchanter dungeon.
Okay, the hag in the back doesn't like you, or the witch in the back, and she stares at you, and her eyes are strange. Give me a will save.
Oh, this is mean.
35.
Critical success. No effect. She just looks sternly at you.
What's wrong with you, girl?
Stop looking at me.
All right, and then
I know, man.
they notice that
Gorgeous.
you're just still
They
standing
seem
there.
harmless.
They do back away, but they're still within reach of Madame Fortuna. Darian.
All right, that's enough of this fuckery. The lot of you are gonna cut her down, sit down, and answer our questions.
You mean let her go, right?
Do you want to be next?
Okay, well, you probably have to go in to see them all, or stand right where Oscar, above Oscar. Yeah. Now you can see in.
All right. And he says what I just said.
Okay. So you're using your coercion.
Yep. I'm gonna use a hero point because this needs to go well.
31?
Don't want to get
Oh.
Okay, what happens if
29.
it works if some of them?
That means it works for some of them and it doesn't work for others.
Okay. The three women put up their hands. Their hands are a little bit clawed, and their eyes are a little bit strange, and their smiles or grimaces are a little wide, but otherwise they look like humans. It could just be the twisting. It looks like they're throwing their hands up. However, the woman that was sitting at, like backwards or like not facing the door with her tentacle hair kind of writhing around the old woman who is passed out, just simply looks like she's starting to get up. And there's just a deliberate way that she is standing, slowly rising. You don't think you've affected her at all.
All right, it's on.
Krieger.
Sweet. Shadow's gonna take his turn.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Shadow is quicker than Krieger. Krieger is in the next pip, so it is like Shadow rolled a... Oh, math, Marty. 19? No. Oh, that's the initiative bonus. It's like you rolled a 6.
Yeah, but I can't move that fast. What the fuck? Hold on. Say Crusher.
All right, Shadow, what are you doing?
Trying to get a flank on her, but screw that crap.
You need an ally.
He's gonna go over here. Pray that she doesn't kill him. So that was a move.
Yep.
Then a pray.
Yep.
Let's go.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my...
Start beating her.
So you're using your claws?
Yeah, but non-lethal.
Okay. So your paws.
So are you taking the -2 and using your claw damage, or are you punching for non-lethal damage with not the -2?
No, I'm... Wait, what?
You can just like
strike.
Yeah.
You can punch or you can scratch. Do you want to scratch or do you want to punch?
So punch the... Oh, there's no -2.
Different damage dice, different penalty.
Yep. Punch is D3, I believe, right? Or D4.
D4.
I think it's a D4.
D4. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just take the punch because there's not much.
Okay, so you ball your fists instead of putting your claws out, and you're just gonna clock her in the head.
So move, pray. Oh right, this isn't Crusher.
Your multi-attack thing works on punches. Your rapid shot.
Oh yeah. What are you thinking? 31.
31. AC is 21, 22,
23.
24, 25, 26, 27. Her AC is 27.
31. So I hit her. 1d.
You have the Hunter's Edge Flurry, which just means you attack more with less penalty.
1d4 plus the strength, which is just 4.
Oh, sorry, I lied. Your attack penalty doesn't go down. No, it's different powers. I apologize. You do need to use a ranged weapon for the hunted shot, but the power that lets your attack penalty be smaller is you still have the little multi-attack penalty.
Yeah, but this is an agile. So I applied it.
Okay.
I missed on the second shot, but I hit on the first one.
What did you call her? Illithidia?
5.
Illithina, yeah.
5 non-lethal damage.
5 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. She looks up at you. She looks pissed.
Krieger.
Krieger? That was that was non-lethal, right?
Yeah.
That's non-lethal. We're having squid tonight. Our meat's back on the menu, boys.
What movie is that from?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
The second one.
Now, if she's got any reactions, that's as far as I can get with 2 actions.
She does not.
All right. So that's what he does, and attacks with his so rage and sudden charge. So that all works out. And he's taking the -2.
You're hitting her with a hammer.
Yep.
Beak! The side of the hammer.
I hope you live! 35.
Oh. Her AC is 27, but when she's sitting down, it's 25.
Oh,
So critical hit with the hammer.
I am going to get through this adventure by cowardly doing actions that are attacking and just sort of like being like, open the door.
73 non-lethal damage.
Oh my goodness, you're just trying to knock her out. 73, 78, and she's at 10th level, so she's got 100 with a little bit of con would be that. Okay, she's bloodied because of that. All the tentacles come off of the old woman. Some of the old woman's like headdress also kind of fell off. Like she was wearing a wig, and you notice that the old woman is elvish.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Squid lady.
Oh.
You get this high-pitched screeching sound in Krieger's mind.
I will prepare my save.
Get out of my head!
Pretty much.
Let me check to see if it has any manipulate actions.
Yeah, I did 5 damage and 7 damage.
Yes, because
If it has any manipulate actions, it might be bad for her.
Oh, you said she was C?
Yep.
I'm going to just make her prone here. Look at that prone circle.
Somatic and verbal.
Sounds like a manipulate.
Schematics and manipulate.
Okay, so she's going to use her power to roll to see if she can do this defensively, and I believe Ptolemy has the same power.
She's a wizard.
No, it's just for this particular power she can do this.
Uh-huh.
She's got defensive casting.
Yeah.
As a
Roll a 1.
her funny race, which has not yet been ported properly.
Yes, roll poorly, please.
Flat check DC 15 to avoid reactions that disrupt concentration. So she needs to roll 15 or higher.
Fuck.
All right.
I said no more fuckery.
The will save of her 2-action thing is
5.
15. It's 10 plus level, right?
It's 10 plus. It's 12 plus level is like the minimum.
Yeah, 12 plus level. Okay, got that. Plus her.
Plus ability score.
Which is usually charisma if it's a spell-like ability.
Yep. So that'll be
DC 20.
7. So DC 28 will save.
Oh, shit, sir.
25.
Okay, failure at this means you follow orders but can attempt a will save at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
All right. You will listen to me, simpleton.
Hey, Krieger, you probably shouldn't listen to her.
Destroy them.
Oh, don't listen to that one for sure.
Then she stands from prone, and I'm just going to grab my food. Hello?
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't listen to that last one.
Hi.
Wait, why are you looking at us?
I'll be right outside.
Sorry.
Why you got that look in your eyes?
Because I'm about to kill a puppy.
I don't think it's unlikely you'll kill him in one round, but you might
No,
knock him
it's
out.
very unlikely. It's very unlikely.
No way now.
He's got a pretty decent AC too, as I recall.
Yeah, you're
Despite the fact he's never up front.
He's okay. It's like 30.
Oh,
Nice, he's
that's
30. Something like that.
We do have Dispel Magic Fox, and I think we have a couple of protective, like.
I think this might be one of those things where we can probably put her down before Krieger gets his next turn.
And we'll see
But you still have to.
we'll see when if it like some of these it stops at that point. That's some of them they don't.
Yeah.
But every round you're doing lethal will be more marks towards the twisting.
Yes, yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, you're right.
But you don't mean it. It was her.
I don't know that they care that much for the Death God.
I'm just saying. Like, no, but I didn't mean to kill him. Or I did mean to kill him.
Well, I did because that was the instruction.
From her. So it wasn't your choice.
Well, that's like saying.
I'm just thinking the way, like, Damien would think.
All right.
We're not putting this up in front of a jury right now, unfortunately.
Bone Crusher, what are you doing?
Get in there, knock that girl out.
Is Bone Crusher a royal situation?
Who
Mount
gets to
stands.
tank Krieger?
Well, he goes around, he gets to here. Mount stands. Pop, pop.
Oh, it looks like Krieger might have been charmed. That's why we don't stand in front, Tony.
This was bound to happen.
Okay, you can see Krieger, like, his face twisted and his eyes kind of popping on one side, and he's shifting to turn to Crusher.
Uh-oh.
What's
Hope
Crusher
this
doing?
helps.
What's
Crusher's
Crusher
gonna
doing?
beat her face.
Okay.
Well, attempt to anyways, because I've been shitting. I can easily shit the bed on this. 20.
Is this lethal?
No, non-lethal. 20. 2. Yeah. 35.
Yes. That is not critical, though, because she stood up.
Looks like Alden crossed his arms and went, me. Just...
Yeah, I'm not gonna use a hero point.
Yeah, it's a little early in the night for hero points.
34.
Wham! Wham! Let go of my friend's mind!
8 plus 14 plus 46. 57 damage.
Lethal?
Non-lethal. You asked too many times, Marty. You know the answer.
Okay, you knock her out. 130.
Calm down, my friend. Calm down. I'm
Wham!
staying.
So she's unconscious. Ptolemy. Oh, yes, it sounds like they're having a good old time in there. Hello! He waves to the Skura.
Krieger's lost his mind. Shit.
Squish flies to the top of that building.
Are the Skura looking uppity? Are they upset that we're...
They are keeping their distance, but they do have their weapons in hand, and they're kind of hiding along the this particular wagon, this cart.
Because... Do spell effects act as intent? Like if I cloud kill but not on top of them but in front of them, and the cloud kill just rolls into them.
You could experiment.
I could. I just need to find another caster who can cast cloud kill so I can see how the experiment goes.
Don't make him come back out here. I'll do it, you know. He's not. He's gonna raise a shield spell. Oscar, and hide behind Max.
Oscar's gonna go start trimming barbed wire.
Okay, he's peeling barbed wire off of this elven woman. She's really old for an elf.
What? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Get in the corner.
Alkur?
Alkur draws a scroll of Resilient Sphere and is gonna move forward and then raise a shield spell. Oh, he looks really upset.
The coven is, well, they might have done what Oscar was doing, but everyone rushed in and is now punching each other, so they're just basically moving to this side of the tent to stay out of violence way.
Perfect. I picked that corner of that. Fuck that corner.
They go back. They've got their heads tilted down, and they're looking down and looking a little bit submissive. Darian.
Darian's gonna
Krieger's
step.
still going. And it looks like he's going to try to strike Bone Crusher.
Okay, he's going to raise his shield.
Tank him, tank him. Tank, tank, tank.
And get right in front of him.
Okay. Krieger, you can take your reaction against Darian's move.
Yeah, I guess he's going to.
Some of the charms are big, yeah.
Yeah, 39's a hit.
Wham! Hammer comes pounding in towards Darian's shoulder.
What'd you do that for?
So 38 damage.
Well,
Okay, so Darian moves in, raises his shield. Does he have any other action?
No, that's it. That was a double move to get there.
Shadow?
Shit. Shadow's going to. He's going to go here. Took. 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 He's going to try to disarm him.
Okay. You're going to use your reaction.
He already used his reaction. Yep, that's pressure. So this is an athletics check, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh dear. Oh, let's see, maybe this could work.
against Fort DC.
Yeah. 31?
No.
Fuck. Would a hero point get rid of it?
Yes, actually, it would.
Not necessarily. You may want to read success for a two-way.
Yeah, no, this is you have to crit success to actually get rid of the weapon. Remember?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a penalty on their.
Wait, is there a bonus for being flanked?
Success is you weaken the opponent's grasp on the item until the start of the opponent's next turn. Attempts to disarm the opponent take a +2 circumstance bonus, and the target takes a -2 circumstance penalty to attacks with the item.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I am. There's a flank, so I would, I guess, be -2. So you would have had a success. So
Are you flanked by equal level foes?
he is equal level.
Okay.
I believe it's equal.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to be higher level.
I think is it equal?
I think it's higher level.
I think
Okay, look that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking. Because I thought it was equal level.
Yeah, I could be mistaken very well.
This is the deny advantage. It's your level or lower. So yeah, no, he doesn't get flanked by it.
Okay, no flank, no success then.
And then you need a crit success on disarm to actually disarm someone. Otherwise, they have a penalty. Like for AOOs, they'd have a penalty.
All right. Good luck, boys. He moved back out.
I tried. Fuck.
Tried.
What if you use a Squid Lady's shield?
All right. Krieger doesn't get his will save until the end of each of
you
its
mentioned
turns. So, go ahead and destroy your
1d2.
your party members. No, Krieger, which one is more of a threat to you?
He. Oh, Oh, shit.
The lady with the squid hair.
No, it's actually Crusher.
It's fine.
I have resistance to Darian's sword. Not to your fists.
Okay.
It's okay.
The two big guys, something primal inside of Krieger, went, no, get the big guy.
I'm sorry. That's
It's all right.
yeah. I've got like resistance 7 to manufactured weapons. AC 38.
Oh, yeah, you got me.
No, Darian can block at least.
Actually, he can sweep.
Yeah, so he probably swept.
Yeah, so that would be a sweep, and then plus 12. The last one would be on
Crusher.
Crusher. 21, so that's a miss.
So you hit.
I hit you both once.
Oh, you hit us both once, then the last swing was on me. Got it.
Yeah, and the last one was on you and missed.
Keep the fire separate for damage on Crusher.
Well, it'll come out in the. Oh no, or will it?
Well, or
Yeah, it'll come out on the thing. So
So
3 damage. So
So 3 less.
yeah, so
23.
23. So shit.
Darian blocks?
You.
Oh, hang on, I'm short of D12.
Yeah, I was going to say there. You're kind of your D's bigger than
I'm
that.
like-
There, but...
So
23. 31.
yeah, 31.
So 31 on me. Darian blocks
34.
13.
Yeah, Darian's gonna block on.
when it
On.
hits.
Yeah.
And does Darian strike back?
No.
So 13.
Fucking Bexer, man.
He looks rather upset.
Okay, and then after raking the hammer across two of you, he kind of tried to hit Crusher in the head, and Crusher basically caught the hammer and threw the head off the side. And that was Krieger. Now you get your will save, DC 28.
$31. There we go. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You are stunned 1 for a round. And then mark at the top of your character sheet that you have 1 round of lethal attacks.
And that was the discussion we're having on the side there. I'm like, does it really count if it's a charm? I'm like, after he's already counted as a charm. This fucker.
Plus the round before that, which was non-lethal, and then Crusher gets a non-lethal round, and then
All right.
Shadow also had a non-lethal round.
Are we adding those to our sheets?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, balls.
The whole question is it
you don't think the power of the murder god will eventually flow into the boxer?
You'll eventually Mike Tyson.
Eating ears.
So
1 sec.
the real question is the number of saves equal to the number of rounds, or is it going to be like 1 save based on the DC from the rounds, or is there like a threshold where it's something like
I'm not going to give you the answer because I just enjoy you bobbing around in your chair. You're like, what is it?
chair bomb?
Right. Okay, so now it's Squid Lady. She is unconscious. Bone Crusher. I think combat kind of coming to an end at this point.
Yep.
It's quick. It was furious, and some of you guys were injured. Ptolemy and Max. Ptolemy and Max.
By
are-
Krieger.
Oh, Darian, you're bleeding.
I don't like how those Skura are looking at us. Go away! Says Ptolemy. He runs towards all of you.
Oscar's once he gets the lady down,
Yep.
we're going to start just taking everything that the Squid Lady's got.
Creatures of the past.
She says, as she touches Oscar's bearded face, kind of strokes the side of your beard as you were helping her out.
Echoes of your former selves.
You might not want to look too deep into my former self.
Oh, I've met you before, dwarf. You.
She says it. She says to Alkur.
Oh. Ma'am?
Don't let him touch me.
Why?
She hisses at you like a cat and makes some sort of like basic arcane protection. It's almost like somebody doing the cross like very quickly. It's a trained action that she's probably been doing for an elven lifetime.
He's kind of he's trying to stop the stuff.
You're like flipping a coin, aren't you? Elfling.
I disapprove of things that are chaotic. But it's kind of both 50-50 which one you get.
This one is dangerous. I would not touch the things that are upon her.
Yeah, what was she doing?
She was trying to read my thoughts. Not that others have not tried that before.
And she looks at Alkur.
I can understand what that does kind of sound like me.
Just the gross admission. Yeah, I would do that.
Leave it. Their time was long ago and shall not be again. Or so I hope. If only I had my sisters with me.
You were part of some sort of coven.
Yes. Not like these three trollops.
Yeah, you stay in the corner. Sorry.
A great coven. Only a spark of our power is left. I am old and have seen the death of many things. Perhaps it's time for me to die as well.
She looks at her blood. She's not going to die of her wounds unless she's like incredibly feeble, but
Well, it would be useful if we could sort of fix this, and by fix this, I mean kill the demon before you die. Doesn't that sound nice? We go kill a demon.
My help for the likes of you. I can only tell your pasts, not your future. Although sometimes you think it is your future that I am telling.
Don't tell me this. How did we die to her before?
Many ways, countless ways.
As half expecting her to go, God, you're dumb. That's it. You're dumb.
I hate you.
You have been recycled. Your souls are tumbled. Once you were sharp edges when you came out of the Soul Forge, and now you are but smooth rocks on a beach. Your souls are easily manipulated now. Except for you.
she turns over her shoulder.
You're new. Fresh.
She's now trying to stand. This looks like she wants to go over and touch Krieger.
He's a local.
Not local to here.
No. Regret.
Strong.
She kind of thumps her head against your chest like she's kind of weak and she's listening.
The drumbeat of life. There is hope yet.
She kind of gives Krieger a thwap, like only a well-muscled like chest could make. That sound.
There is hope. You must find my sisters. I know that we have survived, or at least a tiny spark of us have survived. My time is at an end. But only our middle sister could understand the young one, who always looks to the future.
We have your younger sister, the mute one.
Oh, not mute. It's just her lips are pregnant with what is about to be. She has yet to draw breath so that she can speak. But if you listen very closely, if you listen the way that you like to listen,
I have.
you might be able to catch a glimpse of future.
Is the future something that can be changed?
Of course, you dullard. Of course. Except all of you have been stuck, tumbling, turning.
She kind of like creaks the prayer wheel, which is actually a thing that can be turned, and it kind of spins. But she only put so much strength in it that it wasn't like a Wheel of Fortune spin. It was kind of like doot, doot. Anyway.
Where is your middle sister?
Don't know. She is always in the present. She needs my wisdom and the hope of our youngest. She is always doing.
Is she also elvish?
She could be. What do you think, this flesh is you? Well, his flesh is him. But he is so much more.
She's kind of like pinch tickling you.
If I were an age or two younger.
How do we identify your sister?
I'm pretty certain we can get it to happen either way.
Hey.
You've got those standards. If she is not here, then she will have to be... I don't know.
He had your younger sister.
He was trying to find out what happens next, but he is in the same tumble that you are in. He was not as wise when he came here. I did not like his words and his temperament.
Understandable.
What is that?
She points at Ptolemy. Oh, I'm Lord Ptolemy. Van Imp.
You're an abomination.
Well, I mean, he's a little peculiar.
You're corrupted. You're split. You're a war criminal.
She points at Bone Crusher.
And you're a werewolf.
What's wrong with the paladin?
Oh, his troubles are not to be named now. His troubles have only begun. To gaze,
course.
to gaze into the abyss is to have the abyss gaze into you. Right now, he thinks he's a paladin. My younger sister could tell you glimpses of what is in store should you survive.
Well, seeing as I intend to, I'd be most curious.
You say you have her? I was always a poor interpreter of the future.
Do we need the middle sister to understand the interpretations?
Yes, well, the multiverse isn't perfect now, is it? It hasn't been in balance for a long time.
Should we whisk you away from this place?
It's collapsed. Yes, my sister's been missing for some time.
No, I don't want support. Assist for home PCs to run now.
No!
We are preparing to assist to help keep your PC running. No, how do I stop? No! Cancel! Get away!
Check your IP address.
Thanks, Ahmed.
No problem.
The multiverse collapsed. Has it stopped collapsing? Like rats from a sinking ship? You are aware.
One problem at a time.
Oh, it's all connected.
The most pressing issue is how do we stop the corruption of the primal elements?
If we are at the end of things, then is there a past? Is there a beginning and an end? Or is it all the same?
I'm fairly certain that it would be best if you came with us to a different location that we would be safe in and with your sister.
I don't know if it's time for me to meet my younger sister yet.
It is not safe here.
What do you know? You said you know the past.
You think there are any concerns for me? Perhaps I wanted to be tied up to the wheel.
A Krieger should like speeding tired.
That's not a bonus.
You have other things you should be concerned about. The corruption of your own souls.
My soul is forfeit as long as I can prevent the destruction of the multiverse.
Oh, both halves.
There is only one soul. Different sides.
And the rest of you are willing to make such a sacrifice?
Fuck it, I don't live forever.
Well, they can talk. They can talk all big like. I'm in for the long haul.
She looks at Bone Crusher.
Hey, war criminal.
If my fucking brother will do it, so will I.
You were scared, I could see.
Shut up. I'm in.
Where are you going to bring me that is safe?
Are you familiar with the White Wizard?
No. Not familiar. Perhaps an acquaintance.
He has friends in Runerak, and in there they have places that are secret. Are you familiar with the Painted Elf?
curious
she says in Elvish.
that we elves who lost so much would try so hard to save it all.
Longevity brings wisdom and perspective. In Elvish.
If you truly want to break the cycle on your souls, you idiots, then you're not going to only have to do what it needs to be done here, but you have to...
And she kind of waves her hand kind of gently around Darian's head and kind of moves her other hand gently around Oscar's head without touching it.
confront those that bound you long ago.
I'm willing to face the witch.
At least confront the power of such binding.
These things still alive?
I don't know, I've been here. I have not gone.
Why don't you get your ass out with us? Come on, let's go.
To a place that is close to Runarak. I believe that they are called the Lords Above and Below.
Yeah, who the fuck are they?
Yeah, we heard about them.
Some sort of demigod sons of bitches.
The Casino of Desolation. A place where powers of the lower planes once all played bones and cards and games of chance with each other. Run by night hags, where souls by the millions were lost and won.
Sounds like my kind of place.
Sounds disgusting.
She glances at Ptolemy. She looks back at the rest of you.
You're going to have to find a way there. To get rid of those marks.
What does it mean to get rid of the marks?
To free your soul. Or do you want to start this all over again? Or end up in some god's home? And trust me, these days, a god's home is not the place you want to be drawn to.
We cannot remove the marks until we have ensured victory.
Huh? I'm not one to say about the sequence of events. I only know what has transpired long ago, when you were marked. I do know, as great souls.
She's like, wants to touch Krieger again, but doesn't quite.
Great souls. Are you
Somebody's been watching Grand Circus.
Are you an original?
Yeah, he's original.
Don't know where you came from, which means that you're special. And I cannot see your future as your past has been but a blink. The rest of them, a very old Krieger. You are new. New is special these days. New is great. New comes for a reason.
What of the alchemist and his purification?
What alchemist?
This Eli and the druid. Melini or something like that.
There are new pieces on the field of battle.
I do not know these names.
One is a
You should meet them
Healer.
at the location on Runerak.
Yes, they're with your sister. Well, the alchemist is. They might learn something of use. We might finally be done with this place. And her.
I will go meet my sister. For without our third, without our middle, the two of us may be able to muddle on. Know that there's also the chance that we may be useless after we meet.
Why?
If our middle sister is gone, then our coven is broken. Our powers are truly great as three. But when two are one, we're way too different.
Why don't you get a third one?
Why don't you get a third one?
What?
Finally.
What does your third sister look like?
She is an adult elf, mostly. An adult female. Not too young, not too old, always doing.
What is your sister? What of your sister, Alkur? I don't know of any other elves.
Do I have a sister?
What?
Do
Yes.
I have a sister in the past? Did I have a sister?
He steps forward.
Give me your hand.
Okay, give it a hand.
Oh, you are very indiscriminate with your partners.
You know.
Had a mind for mechanical things. You rebuilt the tower in a day. You confronted great beings of evil, but only to steal their powers for yourself.
She glances at Ptolemy.
Yeah, that sounds about him. Yeah, that's about right.
That's about right. Yeah.
She knows you.
A sister.
I don't know, did Alkur have a sister? Do we have to open up your character sheet from
Yeah,
like
yeah.
10 years ago?
Alkur's got a sister.
Oh. That would have been in
From
8
before.
imps. I mean,
Do you actually have that on computer?
Yeah, we do.
yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Not the character sheets. We have a bunch of their shit, though.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna check my email. Cause
Did you ever send it to me? Let me check.
Doomsday Journal Party? No, this is the wrong section. Because I know he had a family because he had a nephew.
Then you had a brother or a sister.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
2011. That's around when Alkur was rebuilding the tower. I've got my instructions on how the tower was rebuilt. The map, so I can figure out the volume. And commented Alkur is a pimp.
Okay.
Your family name was Lasandana. You shortened it to Lasard.
Yes.
searching my drives right now. And I know I have my characters. I don't know if I have other ones.
I've got my character sheet open. Give me a second.
Oh, these guys were so dangerous.
And
You once protected your soul with a contingency, so afraid of someone casting a death spell upon you.
There we go.
She's pretending like that's uncommon.
a death spell.
Yes. You had a sister.
Is she also trapped here?
No. Lucky for you, the sins of a brother do not transfer to the sins of family.
Then who is my sister? Who do they have posing as my sister here?
Ah.
Is that third? Or is it her daughter?
Neither. It is your third, however. I believe the word is they made a clone.
She is part of me?
In a way, she's a copy of you, altered.
That makes things just fucking weird.
Ah. You are broken into three. Your sister is not your sister, but a third of you, Alkur. She must be the fecund part, which means that her daughter is yours.
Means I can get you pregnant.
I can disintegrate you as a kindness.
The shadows runs out.
You notice that these three are inching their way out. They want to leave. Tommy's like, oh! He's like,
Let them go. Half of what we say they will not understand, the other half they'll get wrong.
So if I'm split into my goodness, my intellect, what is my third aspect?
You were a homebody, weren't you? Defended.
Civilized.
Defended your home. She follows the closest thing to ancient elven gods here and now. She protects the young. Allowing you, too, to spend a lifetime over and over reading the same books.
Did they split her from me, or did I?
Difficult to say. Are your actions a cause of what they did to you? Maybe you thought that was the way out of a previous iteration. Maybe it was leverage. Whatever it was, they let it happen And you made it happen. Perhaps you needed a reason to fight and not join them.
Yeah, otherwise you just have Alkur reading books, be like, "Engine, what universe is coming?" Yeah, fuck it, let's read the book.
Or unlimited power! Oh, do me next, says Tommy.
You're an abomination. Your family bred with devils long ago and back with humans, and you use that to your advantage for eons. And then your family fucked up and fucked the wrong thing, a sire of yours. And you are the result. There, are you happy?
No.
Don't have to be so mean. I'm gonna go and make sure that Max is okay, he told me. Looks like he's about to cry.
Excuse me, I have to go make sure. Well, I have to go catch him crying.
I got it. You get told about your something. You gotta find your lady.
Also, Oscar doesn't need Darian knowing about, oh, you got the devil in your brain.
She watches him go.
Have you had enough of my powers? I grow weary. Such is the cost of delving too far into the past. All of it is meaningless aside from the projection to now. Because none of it is left.
Are you willing to come with us?
Yes, of course. I'm an old lady. I don't have much choice in the matter. You could drag me if you wanted.
I got a spell for that.
I suggest that one of you puts an end to that creature. Oh, I don't know her future. I cannot read futures. That thing is wrong, and it represents one of the powers above and below.
Did I overhear ending the thing?
She nods.
How about we give a snack to our friend, the Udiug?
You looking at Darian?
Darian's, yeah.
It's not really people, it's a tentacle thing.
No, no, we don't kill captives. You can see there's temptation, though.
What's one more body on the heap, Bone Crusher?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Yes, you do. This
It was something with a sword. It wasn't me.
warrior picked up a sword he knew was a sword of cursed berserking, and was indomitable on a battlefield, and with great strength slew all of his enemies, including his own soldiers, in order to attain victory. It was then that the creatures of Abaddon took note, pausing from their schemes to end it all, to glance at him.
Well, what?
Krieger's looking at you like, shit, dude.
He doesn't even fight with a sword, and yet he held on.
Greedy.
What do you want me to say? I don't know.
What is
I'm
one?
sorry would be a good start.
What is one more corpse for the pile?
You've impressed me there, Crusher.
And shut the fuck up.
What about me?
He stands like Superman was like,
Yeah. How many did I kill?
It's not how many you've killed that we should be asking, but how many you've eaten.
She steps forward. She plucks a dagger from, I don't know who's carrying a dagger. Crusher, do you carry a dagger?
probably, yeah. Let's say yes for now.
Okay. She offers it to you.
What's one more corpse, Crusher?
He sheathes it. No. We do not ask us to take your city life.
There is a beast within you as well.
I feel it, but I don't know what it is.
It's bad, that's all you need to know.
This one can be. There can also be good.
Yeah, and all of us.
Nope.
Hey, I stopped you from killing the prince. Stop being a dick. Weren't for me, you'd be an asshole. Crying in a corner or somewhere. So there. Fucker.
Bye.
I have kids, so I'm just mimicking what they do.
They call you a fucker?
Yeah. I'm replacing some words with that. Poop head.
So,
I believe I'll have a way to combat the twisting with this one. We have done it before,
She says as she's touching Crusher's arm.
What do you need?
and he is not bloodthirsty like his brother is.
I kill when I have to, and sometimes when I want to.
That's kind of the point here.
That's the part you're supposed to say on the inside, like quiet, like in your own head.
She goes over. She goes over to a chest and starts rooting around in it and throwing some clothing around and some jingling bottles. And she finds something. She tucks it away in her robe.
Why don't you help us?
I am. And you've passed. Although that thing still needs to be gone. You are not bloodthirsty on this iteration. You are controlled.
Alkur pulls out a scroll.
Me or my brother?
You, Bone Crusher.
Good.
So, flesh to stone. It would be really annoying if the spell didn't work.
You mean stone to flesh, or?
No, I don't have a stone to flesh. I'm a wizard. I can only make people into stones. I can't make them back again.
Fucking useless.
Actually,
What the fuck?
there's a solution. I believe there's a cockatrice. Yeah. Would that be sufficient middle ground?
Cockatrice with twisting? Again, I do not tell the future. You have not done it before.
Well, obviously turning things to stone has been permissible at some level.
Perhaps. Yes.
You know, our hour is getting pretty,
Oh yes, we'll stop being gnolls pretty soon, and then those guys over there will probably come for us.
Alright, so, quick decisions. Sounds like we're getting out of here trying to find a sword and a lady.
Yep, I would say so.
And we probably should take out one of those wagons anyways. So, let's start moving.
My wife baked cookies, and I was smelling something down here. And I'm being informed that it was the smoke from the cookies.
Cookies are not supposed to smoke.
They're smoked Christmas cookies.
Okay,
we're gonna.
Are you bringing
we'll
the
bring-
squid woman with you?
Marty.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's carrying
we're
her?
gonna- we're throwing on top of Max, I think.
Okay. Bloop.
And we're going to go into the prisoner wagons.
Okay, Madame Fortuna grabs a few things and throws her shawl over her head to disguise her elven ears.
Alright now.
Hey,
Look,
where are you
woman.
taking her?
Old and dejected.
The Skura.
Darian, this would be your, Why the fuck are you still all cut up? Face looks like like a hamburger.
Who are you talking to?
Darian! He's got fucking 72 damage!
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he would have healed himself out.
Good
at that
healed,
point.
yeah.
Can heal himself. Yeah, he can heal all of that actually. Exactly all of that.
It was walloped by by Krieger. Is what...
Krieger did all
Wallfire.
of that.
Yeah.
Crusher
Okay.
Tick says Crusher Tick can heal himself as well.
Jago wasn't evil. Shadow isn't actually evil. Like, he's chaotic neutral, technically.
Yeah, he's not evil.
He's a
What
werewolf,
evil-
so we're
what
kind of
evil thing has he done?
Willingly
Well,
became an evil.
aside from every time you laugh.
So these characters may have done evil acts in past lives. Does that make them evil now? Is they basically like the taint on
No.
the skull might still exist, but they are not actively
No, they're not.
playing out evil, right?
Darian thinks it's a matter of time before
Oh, it's
Shadow
pretty-
turns evil because he's a werewolf.
Don't worry, guys. I'm going to play a good necromancer.
Yeah.
6 months later.
there's no such thing as a gray necromancer. The second that white necromancer changes the color of his robes.
Yeah,
But they're just
whole,
dirty! Why are they dirty, necromancer?
You
when
promised to keep them clean.
civilians become spell components.
Yeah.
Okay, Darian just throws them these Skura a look, and they back off. But they saw that you were taking Madame Fortuna with you.
Okay.
Where did the three ladies go?
They ducked into the potion shop and are hiding in there.
Okay, we're gonna go to the wagon.
Okay, so like all the way out here.
Yeah, we're gonna grab one.
Hey, squirrely fuckers, aren't they? Comes over.
Yeah,
Hey, you got one.
got a couple.
Is she all twisted though?
Yeah, look at fucking tentacles coming out of her ship.
Oh yeah. Stick that one in there. Stick it in there. What about that one? That one's not twisted yet. She goes into this cart.
She's got an extra toe.
That's not twisted enough. Put her in the cart. We'll make sure she's good and twisted before we send her your way. Of course, only about half of them will survive.
Oh, I'm pretty certain she's twisted enough.
Okay, give me.
Oscar's like elbows Darian.
It's actually a new spell since last time you talked to her, so there might be subtle changes. Give me a deception first for the spell.
28.
Ooh.
Me?
Sometimes shit just doesn't work out, Marty. The dice are not with you.
I got a plus 20.
Let's find this asshole's stats. Okay, that's actually good enough. Yeah, all right. But stick the old one in the back. Them Skura need a lot of violence to bring on the twisting. These were born here,
Oscar's bumping Darian. Just come with us.
We're keeping her.
Says who?
Says me. And I be scary.
Okay, you step forward, you big scary no with a holy sword.
Use your superpower.
32.
Well, he does have a +1 status bonus against fear, but the DC is 22. You critically succeed. All right, don't get your
Him and any other clown that's got a problem with it.
your haunches in a twist there.
Clown puns.
Go ahead and stick her in the wagon, then.
I'll stick her in the wagon.
She sighs heavily as you push her up into the wagon.
Okay.
Don't be blaming me when Hedrak says that she ain't corrupted enough. Fucking knows is what he says. He goes wandering off.
Hedrak likes him wrinkly.
One wagon is what he says.
No, we'll take our one wagon.
You can put more in this wagon.
We can.
He doesn't go closer to you, but he waves for the clowns to do it, and they seem to be going over, and they grab the dog-faced girl who looks very frightened, and the 3 mongrel folk.
There we go.
And push them in.
Yeah, don't mind. Sit right on top of that one.
Oh, I sent it too far back. Range, send it back.
There. All right. Hey, here, Butchie.
Get us out of here. Fuck.
Okay, Alkur pulls out his scroll of invisibility sphere.
Okay.
And is going to maneuver himself, I guess.
Feels like Bone Crusher, Krieger, and Darian are helping push the cart.
Yep.
Just
Is
tie
there
it to Max.
Is there enough room under the cart? Like,
You could a small creature could go under the cart. A medium creature would have to go on all fours.
I'm just seeing how the I'm going to read this. I should see the. Sorry, I'm having a fucking. I can't spell. It's gonna be awesome.
You're excited. Got it.
My brain short circuiting. Okay, so it is a 10-foot emanation targeted on you and any number of creatures within range. you and everybody turns invisible for 10 minutes. If you start a combat encounter, everybody remains invisible until the end of the first round. Cool.
That is cool.
So, Alkur, once we get a little bit further down, Alkur is going to basically hop into the cart.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Get in there, says Tony.
Everybody stay calm. And we're going to go towards the exit. And we're going to turn everyone in the cart invisible.
Do it.
Are you doing
Just
it
before we go through.
just before you go through? Okay, so you guys
Going to turn the cart invisible.
push your cart towards the portal. Let's see if there are any random encounters as you're leaving. 20% chance.
I'll cut them.
Nope.
Darian.
The three clowns that were helping Sir Eats a Lot and the others eat are watching you go. There are 4 of them that are hanging out near the place where you exchange money for tokens. They might be just doing that out of habit, as they watch the group of gnolls push the prisoner cart of Twisted out
Hey,
of
those used to be our friends.
out of the Grand Bhaali Circus demi-plane.
Okay.
I'm going to copy the
Just-
tokens.
Now, I've got a power to widen spells, so I think it becomes a 15-foot radius emanation.
Nice.
So everything?
So I think we just all turn invisible except for maybe Max. Max Max have to. Oh, Max is in the 15-foot. We all turn invisible as a big group.
Okay, so there's just a cart.
It's.
No.
I
Cart might turn invisible too.
give a second here, because here, you target all. You and all targets are invisible except to each other as long as you remain within the spell's area. If a creature is made visible by the spell, if it leaves the area, it becomes visible until it remains. If it returns to the spell area. If anybody, people are violent, blah blah blah. You and any number of creatures within range. So I don't know if the cart counts. So it might just be a
Okay,
ghost
so
cart.
a cart kind of comes wheeling in, goes down the ramp out of the really big wagon. Bunch of the hey, there's a cart. You can see the hill giant talking to a couple of the trolls and a couple of the ogres. They're in a riveting conversation about how strong the hill giant is.
Okay, the cart's going to just slowly wheel away.
Hey! What with that cart? It go away! And you can see the 2 ogres are too fascinated with the cart, and one of them grabs the side of the cart. Hey, it's trying to get away! What's going on here? It's not that cart which you had moved over. It's Hill Giant looks over, looks back. So I was saying, you could talk to this fist or talk to this fist. Do you know what I said? What? Fist! And punches one of the trolls. Everyone's laughing.
And the cart wheels like a foot away.
This ogre gets distracted at that. This one's still holding on to the cart. Hey, why does this move on its own? Stay still! He's kicking the wheel.
Alkur's just like waving everybody down, and Ghost Alkur will get into position. Get stop that, Ghost Alkur! Yeah.
Oh, you're getting everyone out of the cart?
Yeah, it's on me, so we can all just